Hiya, I am Husky Light. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, Google Pluses, shares, everything. I'm hoping that I can get through my introduction this month with doggies being asleep, which would be good because if we just look slightly there at the back, she's fast asleep. So hopefully we can keep it that way. Right, we're starting off August. Well, right at the end of July, on the 31st, is the blue moon, where things come to manifest that we've put into action during the month. Hopefully we double quick manifested things in July, or started to see things coming through and our reality changing around us a little bit. I hope the meditation video that I brought out as well really helped you, and remember, you're to use that if you want to at every new moon that comes out. I'm still trying to sort it out with Amazon. I just haven't quite had time to do it yet, so you can download it as an MP3 from there. So in the meantime, just use one on YouTube, but I am working on getting it on Amazon. So 1st of August, we've still got that blue moon, and it's the full one. It's at 99% full. We've got a new moon again on the 14th of August, and then as we move through August, our full moon again, we have another full moon on the 29th of August. So we've almost got 2 full moons again in August, which is pretty crazy since we had it in July as well. And we've also got Venus retrograde going on. So I'm going to go through each little bit and see what happens and what the energies are for the month of August. So we start off with Venus retrograde, which started on the 25th of July, goes through to the 6th of September. So it's quite it's there for quite a long time, because the up until the 31st it was in Virgo. Venus was in Virgo. We hopefully have learned that we value ourselves more, love ourselves more, respect ourselves more, and we've learned on an intrinsic values of ourselves. And then when it moves into Leo, we want to sort of show that. Leo's very passionate, it's very showy at times, it's very extravagant. I think at the beginning of August there's going to be a lot of surprises, going to be a lot of things around the corner that just come out of nowhere, hopefully from manifesting that you've done during July. A lot of your thoughts and wishes will start to be manifesting around this time, even the bad ones, so be careful. There will be a lot of shocks though, and surprises, and just things coming out of nowhere, I think, at the beginning of August for a lot of us. So we've got this internal value that we've learnt to value ourselves, and when Leo comes around at the beginning of the month, that now means that we can share the love, and we're going to want to receive love as well. Now Venus is in Leo, it's going to go post retrograde as well, which is the post retrograde shadow. That's going to be up until the 8th or 9th of October, so it is a long time. So we're going to be more generous, we're going to be more attractive to others, other people are going to be more attractive to us during August, during Venus being in Leo. It's going to be more playful, hopefully. We're going to be smiling a lot more. We're going to want to be pampered and loved and hugged and admired, because Leo wants to be admired, Leo wants to be pampered, Leo wants to be almost the centre of attention, but also because we learnt from Virgo to have our internal value of loving ourselves. That's going to balance it out hopefully during the month, so we are not going to have that diminished by giving love out to others and receiving it. If that doesn't happen, or doesn't happen in the way we want it, we've still got this internal loving, which is us, which is better. Remember, we love ourselves first before anyone else can love us fully in the way that we want to. But with it being in Leo, yes, we're going to want validation, we're going to want more value, without diminishing the internal values that we've got. So be careful of overstating your feelings just for effect during August. Don't just go, I love you. Just don't go saying stuff just to see what effect it has on other people. Be very honest, open and loving about the things that you say, and actually completely mean the things that there's going to be a truth in it about what we do say to people. And then we move through, and we've got the new moon on the 14th of August, and then straight through until the 29th, which is the next full moon. So obviously from the 14th, get your new plans, things, get your wishes in, get everything, get listening to the manifestation video. This is how it goes every month. Every new moon we put our new wishes out there, and hopefully by the full moon we start to see things change. So a lot of playfulness, a lot of things going on this month, hopefully a lot brighter, a lot smilier, a lot more loving, and you've got that value inside you as well. So namaste, blessings and light. Enjoy your readings for this month, and have a brilliant one, whatever happens, and look out for those surprises coming around the corner for you. Okay. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your August 2015 reading. It's going too fast. It really is this year. Time just seems to be going too fast. But anyway, into August. What I've done, if I just take this card off a minute, because I did the mid-year reading, what I've decided to do is to take your Knight of Swords, which was your overall energies for the month of August from the mid-year reading, put it down first and shuffle the cards and build the reading around it. So that's the way I've done it this month. There's a lot of people in your life, or you're going to be very, very busy this month for a start. You've got a lot of court cards around you and in your life. So you're going to be very busy. There's going to be maybe new people around you or different people around. There's certainly a lot of people, more than usual I think, around you this month. So starting off with the Knight of Swords, it's a upbeat, it's a cheerful, it's good, it's a nice omen for you to start off with. Someone or something desirable is seeking you out, is looking for you, is coming towards you. You are attracting them. Also, you are, hopefully, not all of you, but I think a good proportion of you this month should be feeling physically, emotionally, spiritually high, in really good shape overall. If you're waiting for news about somebody or something, it's positive. You're gonna hear what you want to hear. There's a lot of activity going on around you this month. There's a lot of travel. There's a lot of getting things done, getting out and about, meeting people, new people coming into your life, maybe lots of family around you. There's lots of things going on. A lot of you at the beginning of the month, I think if you're looking for work, that job's going to come to you, and it's going to come to you in a really positive way. Things are about to get, if you're in a long-term job, if you're already working, things are going to get busier. You're going to be busy bees this month, work-wise, in a positive way though, in a good way. You're going to be able to get a lot accomplished. You're going to be able to you may even get so much accomplished that people around you are made look a little bit lazy. So be careful of that. Don't be getting yourself into trouble. You're just going to whiz through work. You're going to be busy, and you're just going to quite happily get your head down, get on with it, and whiz through everything. Because it's the Knight of Swords, it's that whoosh card that can come in, and there's going to be surprises. Things could happen very, very quickly around the beginning of the month for you. If you are on your own at the moment, if you're not in a love relationship, if it's something that you've been wishing for, you could be swept off your feet with the Knight of Swords there. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female, it can happen for both of you. If you're in a solid sort of ongoing relationship, things are going to brighten up a little bit for you. Things are going to get deeper, more satisfying, maybe they're going to go to a new level. They're going to go to a new level. Again, you could get swept off your feet. You really could get swept off your feet. It's going to come along when you least expect it. If you're on your own, maybe even if you're not on your own, which probably isn't the greatest of things to say, but somebody could come into your life and still sweep you off your feet. So just be aware of that, especially if you are in a long-term committed relationship. It might be that you've just started dating somebody or something, and then somebody else may just suddenly come into the picture at this time of the month. A lot of fun around you, a lot of upbeat stuff going on around you, and you're feeling very energetic, and people seem to be quite happy and energetic around you, and you're giving off that aura which is attracting that in. Now, crossing that, your challenge is the King of Swords. So for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, I don't like the King of Swords. If he is a literal person that is coming into your life or already is in your life, he's usually got hair on the darker side of the spectrum, and he doesn't think about how things he says, things he does affects other people, especially maybe you. He doesn't consider their feelings. He just forges ahead. He's a very forceful energy. He doesn't like change. He doesn't want to change. He expects other people to change for him, but he won't change for anybody else, or she. It might be a she that has these traits around you. Usually hair on the darker side, but not always, but usually. Just be aware of whatever, if this person is in your life or coming into your life, just be aware in whatever situation this could be. It could be love, it could be work, it could be part of the family around you, could be a work colleague, something like that. He's just very, very forceful. He likes to push his opinions on people. He doesn't think about what his behaviour, his thoughts, his feelings, how they affect other people, and he's not really. I don't particularly like him. Also, if he's not in your life, just be aware of some of his traits. Don't push other people into things. Don't always make sure or be aware of other people's thoughts and feelings if you happen to take on some of his traits at the beginning of the month. I actually think I'm leaning more towards this is an actual person for some of you that are coming. He's very opinionated. And you can't change him. You've either got to put up with him, and if you really can't put up with him, you move away from him if he's being negative in any way, shape or form towards you, and somewhere just move away from the guy or the girl. The star just gone into the past or you're experiencing the star card now. For some of you, you are feeling inspired, you are feeling like a star at the moment, which is really good because we've got Venus retrograde, we've got Venus in Leo at the moment. So Leo is like acting like a star. So you're more hopeful about the future. You've got this confidence inside you. Emotional, financial needs will probably be met. It's very spiritual card as well. The stars are out, the stars are shining on you, and you could be learning new things spiritually. You could be getting new insights into things, and you need to make a point of, you are the star as well. Shine your light. Shine your light. Your wishes are being answered. Your wishes are being fulfilled in one way or another for a lot of you, and just take advantage of it and say thank you as well. It also can relate to meeting somebody new again. So the star card coupled with the Knight of Swords, especially if you're on your own, being swept off your feet, that sort of doubles that. Those two cards together sort of double that as well. So that's really good. About next week to 10 days into the future, over the next week to 10 days, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, another court card. So it could be, again, somebody who's got these traits, who is already in your life or coming into your life. Again, dark hair. Again, dark hair. She or he is completely a homely sort of person, very nurturing, very loving, all about the home, all about the family. It may be that if this isn't a person, it's you, and you're feeling or thinking more about home, more about wanting your family around you, more about nurturing. She has a very feminine, whether you're male or female or not, has a very feminine influence over, and she likes to coddle. She likes to have all the family around her, get all the family together, make her home nice. Really nice energy for that. So it's either a person around you, or you're going to take on some of that energy, and you're going to like being at home a little bit more. There's a lot of balance as well with her. Sorry, I've got two dogs following each other round. Think. Just bear with me a minute. Let me think. Money. Queen of Pentacles with the money situation over the next week to 10 days. If you've got any money to save it. But it's saying that it's really good money wise. A lot of you should be feeling a lot better about money. There should be more money coming in, and it's a nice time. Remember, with your health, focus on yourself first, health wise. Remember that you get more love and affection coming your way when you're doing it yourself first, when you're loving yourself first. So just watch out of that. Don't get over stressed with things. I know that you're all going to be very, very busy, working really hard, and you're ploughing through it. Just remember and remind yourself while you're doing all this to focus on your health as well. Make sure you're drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, eating the right things. Do not burn yourself out, because there could be a chance of you burning yourself out, definitely in the first couple of weeks. In your conscious position, what you are conscious of is the Knight of Pentacles. If any of you waiting for financial material sort of news, the Knight of Pentacles is going to bring that to you in a really positive way. It's a really practical card. You are being practical in your conscious mind. As I say, if you're waiting for something, it's coming in and it's going to be positive. Pay attention to all parts of your lives. Take care of the little things, and the big things will look after themselves. So all the little bits of your lives in every area, look after them. It asks you to also just stick to traditional ways of doing things. I don't think you particularly want to change anything too much in the things that you are already doing, in the things that you were already happy in, especially work-wise. Just stick to the way I think you're going to be so busy this month that I don't think you're going to be able to do anything more than the normal traditional way in which you usually do work. I don't think you're going to be able to overthrow that this month, because I think you're going to be too busy and you're just going to have to get on with it the way you always have got on with things. It's not the time to do anything different or bring in new rules or do anything like that. But in regards to love, money and work and everything, it's a really good card to have. A lot of you might be working on your relationship as well this month. You know that you're being practical about things, you're working on things. If there's any little rough spots within the relationship, you can work through them. This is where your Knight of Swords come in, and your star card comes in, because, and your Queen of Pentacles. As if you're working on things are going to new levels, things are doing well. You've got a nice practical approach to things, and you can still dream and you can still have those wishes coming true at the same time. Subconsciously, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Whether that's coming into your awareness already or it's not coming to your awareness, there are certain things that are changing around the beginning of the month for you. Even if, see, the Wheel of Fortune either goes one of two ways. If you've been going through a really bad time lately, then the Wheel of Fortune turns and it gets better. It's a turn for the better. If the Wheel of Fortune is there and you've been having a really good time, it may be that it changes and things change a little bit and get a little bit worse for you. Whichever way it's going to turn for you, it's going to turn a different way for you this month. Whichever way it's going to turn, look at your past few weeks to know which way it's going to turn, and you'll be able to feel as well, and whether you're aware of it or not, because it is in your subconscious. This is where I actually said at the beginning that things are going to come up with great speed, come out of nowhere, surprises, things going on that you are just going to hit you like a ton of bricks. You didn't know where it came from, but it's just suddenly sprung out at you. This could be part of the Wheel of Fortune for you. Whichever way it goes for you, it will pass. I think for most of you, it's looking at the beginning, it's a very busy month for you. I think it's going to be quite positive for most of you. Whichever way it goes, just go with it and go with the flow. Don't resist it. Quite a few of you around the second half of the month are going to be worrying, and it's sort of in the advice mode of the reading. Don't fear and worry and have too much anxiety about things that may be going on in your life during the second half of the month. Don't blame people or situations for how you are feeling. Try and approach everything with a sense of calmness. This doesn't apply to all of you. This only applies to some of you. You need to not worry so much. I know in a lot of packs, mine doesn't show this, but those Nine of Swords, there's a girl sat on a bed and the Nine of Swords is hanging above the head. The swords, they're not in her, they're just hanging above her. So a lot of this fear and anxiety and worry is in your head. It's not going to manifest. It's just your own thoughts worrying and looking at probably maybe something's going to happen and you're worrying about it and you're thinking of the worst possible outcome for it. Please try and avoid that this month. Don't do that. I mean, always try and avoid it. Always try and look on the bright side of things. Focus on what you can control, and leave the anxiety by the wayside. Try and think positively about everything, whatever, even if it's a love relationship and something's troubling you. Don't talk about it. Don't ignore your gut feelings. Go with it. Talk about it. It's not going to turn out half as badly as you think it's going to be. It is your thoughts that are worrying you, and they're not going to. It's not going to turn out the way you thought it was going to turn out. It's not going to turn out as bad as you think it's going to turn out. Okay. your brain's going to be in overdrive, I think, the second half of the month for some of you. You're going to be just overthinking a lot of things, and there's really no need for you to be doing that. If you're in competition with anybody, if you're in a work situation and somebody's trying to get the better of you, or you're all trying to vie for the same position and things like that, it's going to go really well for you. So maybe that's what you're worrying about. Don't worry about it. Things are going to go. It's not the time to feel fear. It's time to step forward and do it, or feel the fear and do it anyway. But that's the way to go with it. Make sure that you are standing clear with people. People know exactly where you stand, what your truth is, what's going on with you at the time. Be completely truthful, and it will go fine, and it will go forward fine, especially in a work situation. And also, if you are self-employed, do something extra if you're self-employed, to make your business grow or work more than it maybe have been doing, or if you want to expand it. Again, that competition thing comes up. Maybe you've got a shop somewhere and somebody's just opened a shop down the road and it sells a similar sort of things that you do. You can step the game up. You can step the game up, and you will come out on top as long as you are not worried about it. As long as you're not worrying. And as I say, if you do feel the fear and do it anyway and step forward. But it's all about speaking your mind and being honest and having that self-confidence in yourself to know that yes, you will actually come out on top of that. You need to count your blessings. You need to say thank you towards the end of the month for everything that's coming through, for situations around you. Even if there is a bad situation around you that comes through or manifests, you need to say thank you for it. It is teaching you a lesson, and you need to see what that lesson is that it's teaching you. Remember that everything is mirrored back to you. Whatever that is, it's something that you need to grow and learn from. So say thank you for it. Always focus on your strengths, never focus on your weaknesses at any point, whatever month, whatever day. And the Four of Cups is saying don't do that. Always focus on what is good in your life, what is going well in your life. And I think there is a lot of good going on this month for you, and you need to concentrate on the good and not on the bad. Again, focus on positive. It's coming up again with health. Make sure you don't burn yourself out this month. Again, pay attention to your diet and exercise. Get enough rest. I think you're going to be really overworking, some of you, this month. And for some of you, it's going to take a toll on your health, so be careful. For some of you, you're quite happy to work hard and you're just going to get on with it. At the beginning of the month, you should be energetically fantastic, and maybe because you feel really energetic and really upbeat and your health is at a peak, you've really pushed yourself, because twice now it's sort of said get enough rest and be careful. So although you feel energetic, just pace yourself throughout the month, so that you don't start off the month feeling absolutely fantastic, and by the time we get through to the end of the month you're just knackered, and you've burnt yourself out. There is a real risk of that this month. Stay constant and grounded in the present moment. Concentrate on what you need to do in the present moment, and again, say thank you for everything that is coming through to you. Your spiritual side of things is going to go well this month for you. There is going to be some aha moments and especially at the beginning of the month. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities for you, but stay constant throughout the month. Again, don't wear yourself out by the end of the month. There is it's quite a strong possibility of that. I think for quite a few of you, if you start to feel like that towards the end of the month, the Emperor is coming in at the end of the month. So this is either a person coming into your life, or you need to take on the traits of the Emperor. If you're needing or taking on the traits of the Emperor at the end of the month, that is all about mind over heart. Sometimes you don't want to do it that way, because I know you're very heartfelt, Capricorn, as it is, but you need to put your mind over your heart, and in some cases that's very necessary for you, so that you are not having, if there is a difficult situation, you're not concentrating on how that feels necessarily, you're thinking more how to sort it out. The Emperor, again, he's a busy person. He's a busy man, and he gets a lot achieved. There's going to be a lot of achievement for you during the month, which is you are going to see by the end of the month. He has a lot of self-control. He has a lot of focus. So focus only on the things that you need to focus on. If this is a person that is coming into your life, it's a kinder, nice, gentle, to a certain extent, gentle, older gentleman. He can be very gentle, but he's also very strong. He's almost, he almost can be a father figure to you. Now, if this is in just because he does rule with an iron fist, but he has these moments of kind and caring that will show through. And if this is a person that's coming into your life, you will be all the better for him coming into your life. He is a very good teacher. He is a very good mentor. And he has a lot of logic, as I say, ruling over his emotions and lesser desires. Work-wise, your efforts are not going to go unnoticed. You've done really well throughout the month. You've worked really hard. Efforts are not going to go unnoticed at all. Make sure that you stay organised throughout the month with all the things that you need to do. And stay logical as well. For some of you, at the end of the month, this Emperor could stand for somebody coming into your life that you're going to fall for, or somebody who is already in your life that you are falling for, who is older than you, be it male or female. And this person is, as I say, logical, has a lot of order, tends to think more with the mind than the heart. And it may be that if you've got an attraction for an older man, if this man comes in, the mutual attraction may not be immediate to start with, and you need some patience. And if you have that patience and persistence, if that is what you want and that's what you want to go for, and you want to be with this older man, then it will come through, and it will grow, it will develop, and it will, yeah, you need a little bit of patience with it. But if that's what you've got your heart set on, then you need to go for it. I think for a few of you, you do need to go for it. And as I say, it might not look completely mutual at the beginning. Take your time though, and it will come through, and your wishes will come true. You've got the star card there, the wishes will come true. So that is your cards, Capricorn, for August. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope they help. You are certainly busy, and I think there's certainly going to be quite a few people around you this month coming in and out of your life, or staying in your life, or well, just a lot of activity, an awful lot of activity. Just watch out for the King of Swords, or taking on his traits around the beginning of the month, because he's not particularly very nice. But apart from that, not bad. And don't worry, feel the fear and do it anyway, especially the second half of the month, about certain things that you may be going through and that. But still, for most of the month it's quite upbeat. It's quite a good month for you. I think some of you are, as long as you don't let your heart get in the way, you're going to enjoy August immensely, even with the amount of things going on in your life and the amount of things that you may need to do, and that you've got that star card behind you and that pushing you forward. Okay, namaste, blessings and light. If you would like a personal reading from me, please click on the link. If you need specific answers to specific questions or situations that are going on in your life, there's lots of different readings on my website, ranging from just $10 through to $60. Also dream reports, so click on that. I love you loads. Namaste, blessings and light, and I will speak to you soon. Have a brilliant August.